This Ford Mustang is crazy, the Super Cobra Jet. With a time of 8.128 seconds at 171.97 miles per hour, the Mustang Cobra Jet 1400 now holds the world record for the quarter mile for a full-bodied electric vehicle, a record that many businesses would be pleased to own. Ford, however, has taken the wraps off of the new Mustang Super Cobra Jet 1800, indicating that it is dissatisfied with its prior attempts. A normal EV? Not at all. A multinational corporation with its headquarters in Dearborn, Michigan, Ford Motor Company is dedicated to assisting in the creation of a better world where everyone has the freedom to travel and realize their ambitions. The Ford Performance and MLE race cars co-developed battery system at the heart of the Mustang Super Cobra Jet 1800 is completely new. When chasing tenths of a second, the racer can lose hundreds of pounds thanks to the smaller packs. Ford also identified room for improvement in other areas, including the rear end, which MLE race cars reworked and PMR added new geometry to. Additionally, Liberty has supplied a brand new gearbox with the same DS250-115 motor pairings as before. Utilizing AEM EV technology, Ford Performance's proprietary software allows all the parts to communicate with one another. The enhanced powertrain delivers 1,800 horsepower to the Super Cobra Jet. The tire-eating Mach-E 1400 and the aforementioned Cobra Jet 1400 dragster are just a couple of the extremely diverse spins on the classic Mustang recipe featured in the latter. However, the Super Cobra Jet title may be familiar to long-standing Blue Oval supporters as the car maker used it for the first time in 1969. The package was initially intended to be an addition to the powerful Cobra Jet package, offering improvements to the engine and a selection of modified rear gears, among other changes. Ford does not see this electric Super Cobra Jet as a whole new concept, much like that initial package. Although the hardware differences are more substantial than that perspective would imply, the automaker nonetheless views this as an evolution of the previous record holder. Pat McHugh, the co-founder of MLE Race Cars, plans to attempt to break those records while outperforming the Cobra Jet 1400 at an as-yet identified NHRA event later this year. Made for drag races. Ford is ready to go with a new Mustang that is actually an old Mustang that you can't buy, as everyone is coming down from the cloud of the New York Auto Show. It may sound not very easy, but explaining it is extremely simple. Super Cobra Jet 1800 is a specially designed electric dragster. Why 1800? Simply said, because it has 1,800 horsepower. Ford would launch a brand new Mustang for the 2024 model year. If you missed it, the Super Cobra Jet 1800 still resembles the departing Mustang despite these newer models already appearing at auto shows and serving as the inspiration for some Formula D drift cars. This is because it is just a development of Ford Performance's Cobra Jet 1400, an earlier all-electric drag vehicle they created in 2020. The Super Cobra Jet 1800 appears to be more similar. It was designed to break records and make a statement. The Mustang Super Cobra Jet 1800 has a rather odd power plant for an EV, like the Jeep Magneto 3.0 prototype David drove. It may not sound strange to have 4 PN250DZR inverters and 2 of Cascadia Motion's DS250-115 dual-stack motors, but those electric motors are connected to a Liberty gearbox that transfers torque to a rear end that MLE race cars developed from the Cobra Jet 1400's blueprints. The management, which is entirely carried out on AEM EV hardware, is arguably more fascinating. Yes, that AEM, the same one that produces wide bands for dubious Honda Civics with turbochargers sold on eBay. Although the software for this application was all developed internally, it's good to know that aftermarket products are still available in the modern electric world. What is Ford trying to achieve here? It intends to break the NHRA EV record and the fastest 0 to 60 miles per hour time ever achieved by an electric vehicle. Of course, given that it has rear-wheel drive, it may also set a new record for the fastest two-wheel drive electric vehicle to reach 60 miles per hour. Will the Super Cobra Jet 1800 reach a speed of 171.97 miles per hour in less than 8.19 seconds? If you're looking for something quick, the Super in front of the Cobra Jet designation dates back to the 1969 model year of the Mustang, with a package designed to be a less expensive drag racing substitute for the homologation special Boss 429. The Super Cobra Jet received a 428 cube FE Series V8 instead of a 429 cube 385 Series V8, which was stronger than the normal Cobra Jet V8 and had slightly bigger piston tolerances. The ultimate product was a more robust bottom end with the same official 335 stated gross horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque as the more popular 428 Cobra Jet engine. These vehicles later destroyed the strip and became coveted classics. The sound of electric motors whining in the burnout box will probably be very strange, but this battery-powered Mustang can set some pretty fast times. Target's new world records. Ford Performance presented the Mustang Super Cobra Jet 1800, an aggressive update of the NHRA world record-holding Mustang Cobra Jet 1400, as the next step in the progression of its electric-powered motorsports operations. It aims to beat the Cobra Jet 1400's current full-bodied electric car world record of 8.128 seconds at 171.97 miles per hour for the quarter mile. The Super Cobra Jet 1800 uses the same two double-stacked DS250 115 motor pairings and four PN250 DZR inverters as before, but is now connected to a new Liberty gearbox and propelled by a completely redesigned, lighter-weight battery system created by Ford Performance and MLE race cars. The power is transferred to a rear end modified by MLE race cars with PMR improved suspension geometry and larger Mickey Thompson drag radials to enhance launches. Ford's rising EV sales. According to a report released on Thursday, company sales of electric vehicles more than doubled last year, with 61,575 vehicles sold. Ford became the second largest manufacturer of electric vehicles after Elon Musk's Tesla. This helped Ford increase its overall market share by 0.7 percentage points in 2022. Over 60% of sales went to new customers, which also helped the automaker increase its market share. In contrast to certain rivals, including General Motors and Volkswagen, who have committed to all-electric futures in the United States, the division emphasizes Ford's intention to continue down both roads. If dealers do not want to make the investments necessary to boost EV sales, they can only sell ICE versions. A record-breaking 1,800 horsepower electric dragster, the Ford Mustang Super Cobra Jet 1800. Wait and observe its performance. Thank you for viewing.